Oh, British Gas? Oh, my friend. They're not your friends, are they? Ah, believe it or not. Yeah, British Gas. Everybody's favourite. Yeah. I've just turned my sound off. Oh, it's got that far, has it? Oh, my lord. Hang on a second. Right, so what does that mean then? Did it happen? Oh, this Thursday. Yeah. Well, they're making their profit, aren't they? They're making out the likes of everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then they don't honour their commitment. Yeah, absolutely rubbish. Right, so we're not gonna have wall penalties on today. Car collision on. Qualifying is still. Excuse me. Please excuse me for that. 5 minutes for qualifying, 180 seconds at the end. That's it. I still feel rough. Right, good evening everybody. Welcome to the channel, Amiga Slots. Hello, Dorian. I can't find live stream video from Saturday. Did you not post it? Did I not post it? I did post it. Let me have a look. Saturday night it's called. Let's speed run the license tests. That's what it was called. It's the third one down on the live stream page. Hey Scampster over there on Twitch. What's going? Wow, how come you're on Twitch? This is unusual. Right, so servers up. We've definitely got a reduced amount for the league now. You've watched all the videos on Le Mans. Well, all 8 of the real 24-hour ones? Or did you watch every video, Amiga? Wow, that's ace. No, it's absolutely fine, Dorian. Not a problem at all. Oof. I tell you, it's hot tonight. Oh, it's hot as hell. Car we're using today. I hope. Jim's joined us. Jim, that question you asked me earlier about updating your wheel. If you want to go on the Fanatec forum and go on the drivers page, if you have a read, it's 41 pages long, but it will give you an overview of why not to upgrade if your wheel works well. There's a gentleman on there called, I think it's Marcel, and he works for Fanatec, and he's like a forum administrator type fella. And even page 41 will give you the reason why not to upgrade. The main reason they talk about is if it's not broke, don't upgrade. Everybody... Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody's got the same force feedback problem. Everybody with a Fanatec wheel. It's definitely... And I tell you what, that last page, page 41, gives a really good little overview of the update. So... It's genuinely all in PD's court. It's nothing to do with Fanatec. And their last little recommendation on that page for me works. It seems to have worked. So I haven't had a disconnect since yesterday. So happy days. Oh, it's just, it breaks your heart. It really does. Really does. It breaks. It's rubbish. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, it happened to you as well, didn't it, Matthew? You went straight on at the far end. I remember I was behind you. Yeah. It's happened to somebody else as well here. They got a disconnect. Was it Big Popper, I think? Might have been. But, I was just wondering whether I'd posted the results for this one to just see where we are. I haven't done Fridays. I definitely haven't done Fridays because I've had a problem with Fridays. But I think I've posted the results from race 2 for this one. I think so. Yeah, we're on to race 3, yeah. We should be on race 4, but we're on race 3. And I think I've posted 1 and 2. Just double checking, just scrolling all the way back through, cause I can. Oh yeah, there's the Mrs. Wood. I could actually just press the plus on the pictures thing, couldn't I? That would work. Why didn't I do that? If I press plus and go to... Oh, I don't know if that will work. Dr. Portford, so I'm not making it back in time. Not to worry, Dr. Portford. That's alright. I don't actually put the results to my phone. Do I put them to my phone? I might put them to my phone. They might be on my phone. Oh, come on, Jimbo. Go with pictures. There it is. Widdowmaker League. I have done it.
I'll have the fastest lap.
Take it while you can. Sam's just landed. That was a dry chuckle from Sam.
Well, that fat man's already taken it away from me.
Mean, that's just mean.
Wow, it's going to take you from me.
Just scroll right down the bottom and there should be a picture from me giving us an update of where we is. There we go. So there's the stand-ins for today, going into round 3. Got some intense feedback. So we'll have a review of that close to the start of the race. We're going to put some practice in now. Igor Leontev. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Haven't you? Right, let's go and have a little practice. Mediums. No, we'll do softs. Put a lap in, and then we'll work out what we've got to do strategy-wise. Now this will be the first race in the GR4s, won't it? Since the update. Now people will understand and realise there's going to be a daily video now every day till the end of August. I'm going to do a video every day, whether I'm streaming or not. There's going to be plenty of content coming with a new update, so I just hope they don't change anything when they do a intermediate update to fix some of the problems. So we'll have a video. Yeah, reset them again. That'd be great, wouldn't it? But they've got to do an update to fix some of the problems that are there, I would expect. Although I don't believe they have to fix the update, the suspension problem that people are whinging about, because you don't have to put your settings to that level of extreme, do you? You know, that's not really a bug, that's just how they've made it to take the extreme setup out of the equation. So I don't think there's any need to fix that, but there's definitely a need to fix the force feedback. Definitely. Mine's definitely light on feedback, even though mine was light on feedback anyway. It's lighter than it was. And I'm kind of okay with the update. Well, I think there's a video I've made that will give you an understanding of where I feel about the update, but I don't have a major problem with what they've done. My only gripe is resetting the times, but selfishly, I just think it's a chance for more content and make more videos. Give some of the older videos a bit of a refresh and jump on the bandwagon. Takes my mind off Fanatec at least, doesn't it? Today was the day they were supposed to dispatch my new parts, and again failed. That's three weeks in a row they've missed the shipping date for whatever reason. Not that good, mate. To be honest, they've had. Well, these guys have had my money. Oh, they've had your money as well, haven't they? Yeah. No way. Thing is, I've paid for these parts. I've paid for the shipping as well. The only thing I haven't paid for is customs. But there'll be no gesture of goodwill from them, will there? I'm pretty sure of that. As I understand it, Corsair now own all of Fanatec's intellectual property rights. They've bought the rights to all products. So regardless of whether anything happens to Fanatec, Corsair now own all their product rights, so they can build and sell any of the product that Fanatec make, whether they own the company or not. That all went through on the 1st of July. And we'll just have to see what happens. There are no teams developing any software solutions or working for Fanatec at all. There's a couple of guys working in product support, but that's it. Their Chinese factory that is owned by the Endor, the owner of Fanatec, they have ceased to make production, so they're no longer producing because they haven't been paid. There's been protests by the staff that work for Endor in China, and they are on a tools down until they get paid, and it doesn't look like they will be. So it looks like that kind of thing is up in the air. And go up the inside, whoever that is behind me. Front-wheel drive. That's quick, isn't it, out there? The other thing that was interesting news to read about is the fact that the board at Endor are likely to be ousted because they're not playing games with well, they're not playing the game with the takeover. They're supposedly being difficult and making things harder for the process to happen for whatever reason. I think it's because they're not getting the value of the money they want for the business, even though they're in a bankrupt situation. I think they're delaying the process. So there's been a a little bit of infighting within Endor. And I'm surprised it hasn't all been over YouTube by Kirith, to be honest. But I think Kirith's had some bad press this last 2 weeks or so. Don't ever want to talk down about another YouTuber, but I think he's had a lot of grief. I think he's had a lot of grief about the clickbaity sort of way he's been reporting on the situation. And he's not had a lot of support from the people that still exist at Fanatec. They've sort of taken a negative view of what he's been posting. So, and again, it's all on the Fanatec forum. If anybody wants to go and read it, it's in the news and announcements page. And there's also a little bit on a post by somebody that says, "Where's my wheel?" And I've seen a lot of posts on there about the current situation, which if you Google the current situation, you don't find anything new, believe it or not. You have to go and search the relevant forums and have a look. Good evening, Slippery. Welcome. Hey, Big Matt. How you doing? But I'm just kind of hoping that everything still goes through with Fanatec. It all gets settled down with Corsair, and they actually can get product from China and they can dispatch my items. Because it's only waiting on a £16 piece of foam. That's all my order's waiting for. But of course you have to cancel the whole order. You can't just cancel that one bit. So, which is a pain in the butt. Hey ho. Other than that, everything's tickety-boo with the wheel, it seems. A fix is in place. We'll find out if that works. Matt's designing a Sylvia KS13. Very good. For a particular event, or you're doing a skin? Or are you doing a setup? $131.7. Well, we are definitely down on numbers, aren't we? It's GR4 with Bob. Yes, Mr. Scapster. I guess you're at work. If not, you'd be driving with us. Did Scampy just... you did say it there. Anybody having any issues with understeer? You're at home? No, the only time I'm having trouble with understeer... Sam's behind me. Let me get out of his way. The only time I'm having trouble with understeer is if I get into a corner too late. And then I boot the throttle to try and get the car out the corner. But I'd turn my steering sensitivity down a bit if you're having, up a bit if you're having a problem with understeer. So that you can sort of catch it. Not catch poo, catch it. Scampy's at home. Why aren't you racing, bro? There's plenty of room. We're going to be seriously down on numbers. JB's back tomorrow, I believe, in the game, or the second. Big Popper's still committed to work at the minute, so I don't know if he'll be around. I know he had a weekend off, and he was off at the Foo on Thursday night. Thursday night? Was it Friday night? It was Thursday night, wasn't it? So he had a good time. Saw some pictures of him stood near the front of the crowd, which is tremendous. How many laps of fuel? 12, and looks like 19 laps possible. Wow. I'm going to have an exit. And I'm going to see. Why did that just jump out of there? You said 20. It was a good guess. It was a good guess. What, for tyre wear? Grip's pretty shocking, is it? No, I'm just toying with a set of hards and thinking 20. Well, 20 laps at 1 minute 30. That's exactly 30 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. No. It's 1 minute 30 at Sam's pace, not at our pace. No. I'm 134s on softs, so I'm 4 seconds slower a lap than Sam on softs. Sam's going to tell me that was on mediums now. He's just going to do me. I'm just thinking about trying to eliminate 25 seconds and cutting out a stop. It's a question of whether mediums will go 20 minutes. And then working out just how slow I am compared to softs. If I'm 134 on hards, if I'm 135 on hards, that's not going to be too bad. Yeah. They drop off big time. They did on Bathurst, didn't they? I definitely saw a second and a half increase at Bathurst. To the front. So 135 fives on hards. Whereas I'm 134 eights on softs. Tyre wear and fuel set to 747 is the fuel and tyre wear. We use the same setting for every league, but we're going to change that next season. I think for the first time we'll step things up and change things a little bit. Yeah. 747. You're wondering what the 747 is. 747, it's 7. If you look at the when you do the setup of the track, it's 747. 7 is the fuel refill speed, and 7 is the multiplier for fuel use, and 4 is tyre wear, I think. 747 is the way it's set up on the screen. You're doing your own little race, Campster. Setting up a whatchamacallit race. I can't remember what the name is. Oh my lord, that was braking too late, pushing too hard, I think. Oh yeah, that's the point. What are my brakes on? I think I might be on the wrong brake type. It's very smooth, isn't it, the circuit? Very smooth. Custom race. Very smooth circuit. No. No, we kind of had that discussion about the time trial the other week, didn't we? It was, even though I did use, what did I use there yesterday? I've done a video that's coming out tomorrow on Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Sam. In terms of recommendation of a vehicle for this, oh. Well, if you go in the group chat, there's a new table of excuse me. There's a new table of BOP, and the BOP will tell you which car's the best one to use. In GR4, I don't think there's been many changes. I think there's just one standout car, I think, that's had a big update. Let me have a look. In the BOP. So in GR4, I think that's GR1. That's GR2, that'll be the red one is GR4, yes. So the biggest mover on horsepower, the Dodge Viper got 9 brake horsepower more, and the F-Type that Matthew's using got 8 brake horsepower more. The GTR Nissan got 4 more, same as the SLS AMG. So there's only 4 cars that got any bump, really. PP increases. The biggest PP increase went to the Alpha 4C. That got 9.65 PP plus. The NSX Honda got, which Sam's driving today, that got 4.78 bump on the PP, positive. The Nissan Silvia got 3.52. The rest were all less than 2. Well, the 458 Ferrari got 3.43. So, looking at it, the Alpha 4C is the car of choice, matched up with either the Dodge Viper, which I know you do enjoy, or the F-Type. And the F-Type has always been a really good GR4 car. It always has. It was good back in the days of GT Sport. It looks like I've got a bit of a traffic jam behind me. Sorry, I was pressed the cursor. So my pit crew, Dorian, saying 2 stops on mediums, 15 laps. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to see if we're gonna have to go to the pits and put some. I've got 15 minutes left, don't we? Oh, what am I doing? Car settings. I don't like, even though I think the hards might do it, I think they're going to be too slow. I genuinely think they're going to be too slow. So 15 minutes, 15 laps, 2 stop. That's going to be a bit too long, that. I think it's going to be round about 12. I think it's going to be 13 laps, I think, is the requirement. Because I'm not going to quite hit the 130s, so... I'd like to do a 2-stop, that would be the optimal, but 3 stops on softs, I don't think so. I don't think we'll get 15 minutes out of the softs. I don't think I can be that quick. I don't think 7 laps, that's like 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes. So you'll be in a 4-stop routine with Jim. So we've got Triple, we've got Seb. There's a fair few missing in there. Az has declined to join the race now. He's fell out of bed with GT7. He's not happy. JB's banned. Big Popper's away. BB's on holiday. So yeah, we're going to be down on numbers, but I always thought the summer holidays would interfere with this one. Sam's still on mediums, look. It's only because I'm giving him the slipstream. And I missed my braking point, but managed to avoid his bumper. It almost beautifully went round that bend then. Almost. If it just wasn't for the extra pace, it'd have been great. Is it your eco settings? I've got the same problem with 3 of mine. They don't want to turn the eco settings off. It's like there's some eco warrior TVs that are trying to say, no, save the power. Keep telling it, it's battery power, we're not saving nothing. No, tyres will not last that long, no. I forgot to brake. Well, it wasn't that I forgot to brake, I forgot that there was a braking point coming up. I was too busy watching the back of Sam's car. We'll have to go on a recruiting drive. Try and get some more people to come join the league. We were happily starting the league with 12 and 13 players. Now down to 7, so either people are busy or don't like it, or there's something up. So we'll either change the format or change the process, one of the two. Dorian's in next season, or next year, as in 2025. We'll do something to fix it. We'll get people to come back. Or new people, one of the two. No, it's absolutely fine, Bandit. No problem at all. So it's I appreciate lots of people have had lots of issues, so yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We'll still be here, I think. I'm not quite ready to give up on the channel yet. I think it's got lots of potential. But what we've got to remember is that people move on. People have different ideas in life. People have different things to do. So you can't get overly emotional about some people not turning up or some people not being part of it. We just got to keep making it a safe place to be and a fun place to be, and we go from there. So I'm only half a second quicker on mediums, which is quite shocking. Thinking about going to the old hards then, trying a one stop if we're only half a second in it. Well, the way the British economy is going, if the Bank of England cut the cut the base rate next week, and the current Labour government in November do something for the housing market, i.e. stamp duty change, there's a chance my house could sell, so I'll need a couple of 3 weeks to get off to move house. No, just one hard, then one stop hards. Try and do 19 laps on hards. 9 teams times 1.35, or it would be 1.55, wouldn't it, really? Eighth lap on a set of softs, yeah. If I can do 19 at 1:35 fives, which we probably won't do all that off, but we'll get quicker because of fuel use. That'll be 30 odd minutes, won't it? One stop of 30 seconds, and then we're hards all the way to the end. But it's whether it's faster to try and go mediums and 2 stop. I just don't know whether. Oh, shish kebab. That's what happens when you try and push that little bit further. My math says 13 laps at 1 minute 35s on mediums will be 20 minutes. So that'll be mediums. Where did you send it through? Oh, that pirate. Yeah, okay. Front wheel drive monster. I forgot where I was on the track then. Front wheels are still taking the punishment, aren't they? That is the other thing with the update. Front wheels take a lot of punishment. Front tyres. But that comes with the weight transfer, I think, that they've introduced, and putting the pressure on the front tyres. What's Pirate Jim's livery? We'll have to have a look at that in a moment. Are you in the server having a watch where you can see his livery? Have you joined as a spectator? The other people we've lost are people like Mr. Sphinx. He hasn't been around for a couple of weeks, but it's the summer. He's going to be busy with his work. We haven't seen Borley in a couple of weeks. I know he's got his kids because of school holidays, etc. So he's not been around. We haven't seen Neil. Neil's in the Sweden. Lots of people not around, but hey, that's the way it is. So I haven't got my time any better, have I? 1:35.6, 1:35.1. Happy days. Right, let's have a quick review. Let's do that now. Let's see where we are. Let's have a look at the livery. Let's have a look at the league standings. Let's just double check where we are. So, Sam is first in the league with 36 points. Pirate Jim second on 28. Big Bad Barry, who hasn't landed today, he's on 26, tied for third with myself. Triple is in fifth on 24 points, who's tied with BB. Seb is on 22 in 7th. 420 Hayes has just pulled out the league because he's got some other commitments. He's on 16, tied with Barrett in 8th place, who's on 16. Fatman's in 10th on 14. Mike, he's on 11th with 10. 8420 in 8th, having done the one race. Az is on 6 and Bald Eagle on 4. So, some of the racers that are here today have got a chance of progressing. Saw it before, but good idea. So, there's Sambo. There's Sammy in his DHL livery. What's Pirate Jim, second on the track for pace. He is on... Oh, it's a Mario Brothers livery. Okay, there it is. Seb in the Rapid Fit Mustang. Medium tyres don't look too durable. 12 laps. Yeah, 12 laps is going to be 10. Fat Man in the F-Type. Do like that livery, and that's the car that's had the biggest bop increase with the change, so expect Fat Man to be moving today. Triple in the Corvette. No major update for that, but it's still very quick. Mikey in the Martini Porsche. He's looking to make some improvements today, basically because there's a reduced field, but I'm expecting to see him moving along. And then it's me in 7th place. So then, gentlemen, it looks like we're ready to go at qualifying. Time is upon us. It is a 5-minute qualifying session, so you might get 3 laps. Okay. So we're going to qualifying. I missed the button. That one. Danger, danger. So, medium tyres don't look too durable, 12 laps max. Yeah, that's going to be a struggle, isn't it? Medium, soft, medium. No, I don't think softs will last. I think it's... I don't know. I generally don't know what to do. We'll find out. I'll start mediums and we'll see where we go. We'll see what the first stint do. Right, let's go to quali. Gonna start it off. Hopefully everybody's good to go. Good luck, gentlemen. We will we'll see what does. Thank you, Dorian. Now I'm not going to change my brake balance at this point because I don't have to worry about tyre wear. I'm going to give myself the biggest advantage off the line we can. Now, the Aston feels slow around here today. It feels like it could do with a little bit more oomph. There's a bit of a queue behind me. Yeah, the gear change seems massively slow. I wonder if I needed an oil change. Definitely slow through there, aren't I? Everybody closed right up on me there. So hoping for a top 5 quali spot. Let's see where we go. Gonna brake just on the 100. Oh, we've overshot that apex. That's a crappin'. Feels horrendously slow. We're going to get another lap in by the looks of it. We're nowhere near quick. Fastest time of the day for me though. Mikey's on pole. Sam puts in a 1:30.9. Down to 6th. It doesn't look like I'm going to make any gains. I'm going to get another lap in, which is going to help. Don't improve. We went well wide there, didn't we? Oh, Chihuahua. We're last. And I'm 2/10 down. Christ. Properly slow. Properly slow. And I've slid through the apex there. I'm in the slow car by the looks of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's disappointing. Look at that. Oh well. That's good stuff, Mikey. Good stuff. It's because you had my draft, mate. You were pacing off me and my draft, weren't you? That's what it was. Not that I take any responsibility for that whatsoever. I think my car's down on oil. Genuinely. Absolutely. Any head that's temporary is even good head. That's fine. No, he's only spectating. Yeah. He was observing your skin, Pirate Jim. Why did that not post a picture? Oh, it's because I didn't click send. You did what? Excuse me, so that's uploading. So then, just a quick review. I was in last, 2.925 seconds down. That's going to definitely make my choice about what I'm going to do with this race, doesn't it? Fat Man's on, it's just not that far behind. It's just 0.05 something between us, so that's a close race between me and Fat Man. Seb is 0.3, 0.2 ahead of us at a 133.3. Mike is at 133.3 in fourth. So there really isn't that much between fourth and seventh, really, 0.3 of a second. Triple is a 133.1, which is again 0.2 ahead of Mikey. There's half a second between third and fifth. That makes me not feel so bad. Then Pirate Jim on a 131.7 in his disability vehicle. And Sam on a 130.7, almost a whole second ahead. Right, now Sam's out of the room. We're ready to go. That'd give us fun, wouldn't it? What do I do? What am I going for, guys? Am I going to go a one-stop hards and try and carry it long? See if I can keep up with people. Because the car's slow anyway. I'm not going to make a massive amount of pace. Or do I go mediums and two-stop it with the potential softs at the end? Everybody that's watching the stream will know what I do. Yeah, but this is true. This is true. But people have seen my tyres, so there we go. Want to change the track? No, I don't think we want to change the track, Slippery. Not quite yet. Right, let's get revved up. Let's give it a go. Right, gentlemen, I'm going to give you the 10-second warning. I'm just trying to work out where my mute button is, and I can't see it. Where's my mute button? There it is. So, gentlemen, I'm going to click start. It'll be 10 seconds to the start of the race, and then it'll be standing start with penalties. So, foot on the brakes. All the best, gentlemen. Have a good one. Enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. Right. Headphones on. We've chosen the strategy. I'm not going to false start this time. Not going to false start, he says. I've got brake balance at -3. We're going to go -3 to go +3 to the rear. What's happened there, I wonder? I'm here. What's the options? I can exit and reset the grid. Yeah. Looking at that, the grid is still correct, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset this. I'm gonna reset. So I'm gonna make it just practice endurance race. Has he quit? He does that. He has muted. Yeah. Right. Right. Well, we'll not penalise you and put you to the back of the grid. We'll just No, I think we. I think. So everybody needs to enter again. Now I've changed the setup. We should. I will set grid when everybody's in. It's all right. I can't change my oil. I can't exit out. I can't exit.
If you get me to first course now, which I'm pretty sure you will. There we go.
What the chuff? Why can't I get this damn thing to show me the group chat? Can somebody confirm the grid for me? I can't get back to my photograph, my screenshot. It won't let me get back to the chat.
I think that's how it was on there at the minute.
Yeah, I just can't get. Oh, I'm back. There we go. Sam, Pirate Jim, Triple, Mikey, Seb, Fatman, Widdowmaker, Slippery. Yeah, that's it. It's correct.
Right.
Okay.
Remember, take your frustrations out on that, Scirocco.
That's correct. Right, gentlemen, we're going to do the same thing. Going to try it again.
I think I accidentally did already, Sam.
Do it again.
10-second warning, gentlemen. And hopefully everything's the same. It'll probably be stupid time because that normally happens. But let's go. We'll see you at the end. Have a good look, gentlemen. 10-second warning. Foot on the brake. Penalties do apply. I hope I've actually entered. I think I have. So fake the wheel not working. I'd say that's correct, Slippery. I would. Right, here we go then. We're in last place. Let's see if we can see if my brake balance is right. Here it is. Incredibly slow off the start, and Pirate Jim has the same sort of slow start. A bit of a bumpy there, bit of a netcode issue by the looks of it. We've got 15 laps showing on the fuel, that's alright. We're in a position where we can apply pressure from, I suppose. That's the only thing. We're only halfway down the grid on a full grid. Oh, and Matthew takes a slight issue over the white lines there. That spun him right out, didn't it? So we wouldn't have the fuel there if we were looking for the full 19 laps, would we? That wouldn't be what we're aiming to do. So let's see if we can keep with this group. Looks like most people are on mediums. Let's see if we can charge down and follow them and stay there. And not looking for penalties. Penalties will really give me emotions. Front tyre's going to take all the damage, aren't they? We know that. Got to be careful of this braking point at the end of here. Going to brake just on the 100, so Pirate Jim's pulled out, which is going to help us. He's doing a max move there, changing under braking. I was only braking, he says. Was overtaking, not braking. We got a bit of a run there, that felt good. Now, Pirate took the right line there, did you see that? Really got the sweep through. Mipey picks up a 2-second penalty, that's unfortunate. So does Pirate Jim, so they both cheated that inside corner 2 straight. They're both going to get the penalty on the straight, which is going to work out well for us. So we'll leapfrog them both. We'll just go straight through them. Now we've got the opportunity to catch up to triple. Team 420 pushing from the back. Or pushing from the front, should I say. They are definitely at the front. It's me that's pushing on them from the back. Let's see if we can catch them. Tyre's kind of okay, but that's only lap 2. and that was the brake balance as you arrive in a corner just a little bit too hot. So 2.38 seconds. I was thinking I was making the gains there, but I've lost a little bit. Look at the gap back to Pirate Jim. That was just a 2-second penalty turned into 5 seconds. That's why you've got to be so careful with the penalties. See if we can put the pressure on again. Come on. Just in the 134s. Just outside my qualifying time with a set of mediums on. That goes to show how slow I am on a full tank. .091 back to triple. Gotta keep it going, come on. Just coming into that corner too hot. That's that brake balance fighting me. Got it on the edge. 134.612. 20 lap race took 33 minutes. Okay. 134.6 on mediums. I've just got to cool down a bit going into corners. I'm a bit too on fire going in, so just got to brake a bit earlier. 12 laps and 19 minutes dead, so yeah, we need to see if we can do that. Those tyres aren't looking favourite, are they? Just need to be a bit cautious coming into corners rather than trying to drive at them. It's kind of tried to double apex that one. See if that would help us at all. Front was a bit slidey. We're still losing time, aren't we, against triple? He's losing a little bit to Seb as well. 13 seconds behind Sam. Kind of holding a distance to Pirate. Interesting numbers there, Mr. Dorian. 133.9, so that's faster than my quali pace on softs. Interesting. Tyres aren't going to last though, are they? Triple's caught up with Seb. Mediums lasted 10 laps, okay. It's my fronts that are suffering. Just in the 134s. Yeah, it makes sense, Scamster. Makes sense, definitely. Track temperature's fairly warm in the afternoon here, so tyre wear is going to be heavy, but it will get less as the afternoon turns to evening. We've got the time settings on ×4, so it's a 4-hour race in reality, so it'll probably start something like 3 o'clock and end at 7 PM. It's kind of the simulated time. Just losing out to the guys in front. They're just a little bit quicker. I was quicker through those corners. 13 laps. Tyres will really start to suffer though as we get down in the tyre wear region. Laps will get slower. We'll probably be doing 136s at the end. We've just got to wait for the other guys to pit in. Fastest lap was your last one, okay. Interesting. My left front is not looking too healthy. Yeah, we're losing all day to those guys in front. Losing like 0.2 of a second every lap. Sam was pretty much a pit stop ahead already. I don't think my left front's gonna last. We're approaching the 15-minute mark though, aren't we? Which ain't so bad. Got that corner wrong. Yeah, I can see that. That's they are pushing hard. I know that. It just depends what tyres they're on. I'm guessing they're on mediums because they're making distance on me. Because if they were on softs, they'd be in by now. But he's keeping triple behind him. Seb's got more to gain. I haven't timed the pit stop, but you've got to think it's between 24 and 34 seconds, something like that. I only need to do 3 more laps really, don't I? 4.5 more minutes. 3 more laps would be good. Not really dropped that amount of time. We're just... My lap time variation isn't bad. I'm just slower laps than the guys in front. They're pushing more time than we are. I'd definitely get the 19 laps though, won't I? So fuel stop on this one, I'm only going to have to take 5 laps of fuel. I only have to take up to what I need. I'm sort of playing on the fact that I probably think I won't have used as much fuel as those guys will have. Still keeping those times quite consistent. Just half a second variation between the fastest and the slowest. 4 minutes, 3 more laps to do then. I think that left front might survive. I'm thinking about going for a hard stop, you know, a hard stint. Going long, take the fuel, go long, and then push for a soft stint at the end. I'm thinking that might be where the strategy sits. But to do that, I've got to take more fuel. Nobody's in for a stop yet. 2 more laps for us. I'm definitely losing 0.2, 0.3 seconds to the guys in front. Every lap. Tyres are just hitting that drop-off point, I think, now. Fat man's in behind us on 48%. So he's done well on fuel save. He's got 5% more than I had. Pretty similar car to this in terms of footprint. Got to do something to try and change the playing field, haven't I? Don't know, I went to 4th gear there, that felt daft. Mediums all the way, I think so. 1 more lap. You weren't far off, were you, Dorian, with your calculations? That was pretty spot on. Not really been able to apply any pressure to the two guys ahead. Although I've gained half a second on that part of the lap, that was interesting. We're in, so mediums, and we're going to take 14 laps. I need to have a drink. Look at the difference in fuel. I'm some 12%, 8% better off. And it's a relatively swift pit stop. Look, we're only 24 seconds in. I'm going to take 14 laps of fuel. Here we go. The other two guys have just pulled away. I've took 80, they've took 84. 7 seconds the gap. Pirate Jim's carried on, he's gone further. The fuel use has... Oh, triple backs just got ahead of Seb. That's switcheroo, doesn't it? So I wonder if that's team strategy or whether that's just the way it works out with the refueling. And we're going to be lighter on fuel this stint. So I expect to go a little bit faster lap times, but it doesn't matter because we've run maybe a minute into the second stint. I've got a whole pit crew here, it's great. 2 people encouraging me on, thank you very much. Oh, we're slow into there. We'll see if we can... Try and hold that higher gear through corners to see if we can get a better roll. We'll see if we can I wonder how long Pirate Jim's going to be able to go. Did he go hard tyres looking at how long he's performing? Sam's in on the mediums then. Did he go hard tyres? Because he wasn't able to catch us, was he? He was very slow off the start line, so I wonder if he's gone hard and he's going to try the one stop. He did talk about it. Sam went very long as well, didn't he? Thank you, Scamster. There's a third one cheering me on. We got this. So Sam took a lot of fuel, look, 89%. So it looks like Sam's going to try and push and do a soft stint at the end. Probably going to try and do 15 minutes, 12 minutes on softs at the end if he can push that longer. That looks like his strategy. We've already lost nearly 2 seconds. Yeah, I will. That is quite true, Mr. Dorian. But he's also got to stop longer, hasn't he? Because he's got to take a whole tank of fuel in one stop. You thought it would be bad to tell me how slow I'm going. Am I tremendously slow? I don't think I am. Well, I think I am on this Aston. I think it's quite a slow car, but when it wants to, the back end rotates. He was 9 seconds behind you. Yes. I thought he was longer than that, to be honest. Don't know. Pirate Jim was 9 seconds behind me. Or Sam was. Pirate Jim. They're gone into the distance, I can't see them anymore. Pirate Jim, okay, 10-4. I need to find a way of getting faster without killing these tyres too quickly. Need to get into the high 133s, start putting mid 133s in. Because I think you're 100% right. My fight is not with Triple or with Seb. My fight is with Pirate Jim. I think you're on your way, Scampy. I don't think you're going to be in the slow bunch for long. I think you've got the opportunity. I think you've got the talent. You've got the drive because you've built that rig. I thought it was longer than that, Dorian. I thought it was. I thought it was like 12.3 at the end of the lap before I went in. Yeah, my brain had that in the back of my head somewhere. Okay, you just rewatched it. Okay, no problem. I appreciate you trying to do the right thing, so no drama if you get stuff wrong. I'm not bothered. Still losing time to the guys in front, but I need to know whether they're catching Jimbo or not. Doesn't look like they're making that much of a gain on him. Trying to find tenths. I want to be smooth. There's Jimbo now. I think Jimbo's had an off. Or is Jimbo pitted? I think Jimbo's had an off. He's definitely not pitted and come in. He's had a spin, hasn't he? For those two guys to go past him, he's exited stage right somewhere. His tyres are at the end. He's going to the pitch. Yeah, he's just pushed too long on those hards. It was on mediums. Holy Chipotle. Wow. He did well to get that far on a set of mediums. 18 laps. taking the long line through there. I'm overshooting. Wow. And Seb's got back past triple by the looks of it. Yes, he has. Short fueled 53% and on softs. That's interesting. He's going to go for short, middle stint, and then back on the mediums for a runner. But he's over 10 seconds behind, so and I've got 8 more laps to do. My left front is looking damaged, but I am catching triple. Let's see if I can be moderately smoother through here this time. Don't have more data. Okay. There's not a massive amount, is there? If you join the server, as in on PlayStation, you can see more of the stuff because you could watch theirs, but I don't know if I want to know more data than what you can tell me as a spectator, because that'd be like, I hate the phrase, it's like using metadata, isn't it? It's you'll give me an advantage that those guys don't have, and I'm not sure I want that. You know? I'd only want what you'd be able to give me from the telemetry. Yeah, it kind of would be, wouldn't it? It kind of would be cheating to a degree, but you know, it's I know Slippery's up there watching on the old spectator, but he's not told me anything that I shouldn't know, which is good. Just reeling in triple just a little bit, but I think I might be punishing my tyres doing it. Left front brake free there, under braking. It's telling me that it's had enough. There's a 33.7, fastest lap of the race. Front left is not enjoying its time out here. We've actually only got 4 more laps to do till the 20-minute mark. Triple's just got his foot down again. He's just keeping his nose ahead. That's 6.7 seconds. It's been 6.7 for the last 2 laps, so see if we can. One thing I am doing is I'm gear slamming, which I need to just stop doing for a margin. Look, there's 0.8 of a second there. That's terrible. If I could have put in a 1:33.9, we'd have gained. We're not at the moment. We've just got to keep pace with where we're going. Yeah, I've put 4 seconds on Fat Man in the last 3 laps. It's amazing how much brain power it takes to keep an eye on the timing and know where you are on the track and watch the chat and be able to converse and do all that. It's all extra skill stuff that I didn't know my brain could handle, but it doesn't do. But look, we're putting time on Fat Man, big time. What's up with Fat Man? Up to what, 17? Fat Man must have had a incident somewhere. Two more laps and we're in the pit window. 3 more laps and we're at 12 laps to finish. We've just lost 0.3 of a second against Fat Man's gone in. He was obviously short tyres. I haven't seen anybody use softs yet, unless Pirate Jim's on softs, isn't he? But he's 25 seconds back, so we got a whole pit stop on Pirate Jim, pretty much. Front left is the one that's looking sorry for itself. Pretty consistent lap times though, pretty good. Nothing excellent, but be interesting to see just what the difference in fuel use is to what the guys have in front, as to whether we can. I don't think there's anything for undercut at 6 seconds, is there? No, I think the only thing that might be a threat from behind is if we pit and then we get stuck behind one because they've pitted early or late, or whatever the case may be, and it might give us some difficulty overtaking. If we pit our sequence, that is, so 6.5, so just managed to cut a little bit into triple again there on the 20 minutes. So we got 1 more lap to do according to my stats. We're not going to get any benefit from changing to softs because I can't run 20 minutes on softs. Mikey's got past Fat Man. That's got to be down to pit stops. And I don't mean that in a derogatory thing about Mikey. I know Fat Man pitted early, so he had a spin, didn't he? I think. How many laps do you think we need then? 13 of fuel. Had to let go of the brake then to stop the front end biting. Going in this lap. We'll take 13 laps of fuel for 19 minutes. We're all going in at the same time. We're in mediums. I've got 2.6, so if I take 13 laps, that's 19 minutes, isn't it? That's what we're going to do. Drink. I don't know how accurate these boys will be on getting their fuel in, but they're pretty much done with fuel now, aren't they? Look. We've taken the least amount of fuel, look, 74%. We're going to be lighter, we're going to be closer. Pirate Jim's crept ahead again. I'm going to attempt to push to try and catch. I want to be mistake free for the next 15 minutes. I want to try and find the fastest line possible. Pirate Jim's just getting overrun. Really tried to make those tyres work, but it didn't work for him. Is he going in this time? No. He's got past. Now it's a race for position, this. It's not... I didn't give up that quite easy. I got the pace though, I think. Still losing time to triple. Look, he's down to 4 seconds. I did have to have a little lift there for Pirate Jim, but I'm going to try and brake as late as I can. Pirate Jim's in off the softs on 4% of fuel. It's pretty decent effort though, isn't it? Pretty decent effort. I mean, 30 laps on a set of mediums and a set of softs. I see where somebody lost some time by running off into that gravel. I saw the brown tyre tracks in that gravel there, definitely. Fastest lap of the race for me. Still 1.8 seconds behind Sam, and Sam's in the pits. .2 to triple. He's just managing to keep ahead. Every time I put in a good lap, he seems to respond, and he's able to just keep ahead. He's a good driver. Put 0.2 on me through that section, which is just breaking my heart. My spirit is being broken by his speed. Look, he's put it out to 4.5 now. He's finding the pace in response to me catching. He's if you think about it though, we're pretty much even on sort of strategy. So if I'm going fast now based on fuel weight and tyres, he's got the same opportunity, hasn't he? He's going to be pretty much there as well. Can't do anything to catch. It's just frustrating. 4.3. Let's see if I can just sneak out some line to see if I can make a catch. Got it to 4.4. Ran that too wide. .6. There's been an incident. Who's that? Still yellows. I think that's somebody that's off the pace, not somebody that's in front of us. Triple's just raping time out of me. Did a 1:33.5 and he still put 0.2 on me. Oh, frustration. And they have 15%. Yeah, that's right, just rub it in. I still took too much fuel, didn't I? It is true. It's true. What's the blue flags for? Are they blue flags for me, or is there somebody I'm about to lap? I'm definitely getting blue flags. I'm guessing that's Sam. No, there's 3 cars ahead of me. That's telling me that there's a slower car in front, isn't there? That's what it's telling me. Oh. George Russell's the tyre whisperer. I can't make tyres last that long, not at all. Fuel I'm not too bad at using. Yeah, it's Mikey, that's who's at the back there. Fourth place. I was hoping for a top 3, but fourth. Probably took a little bit too much wobble knob there. Didn't get a penalty for it, thankfully. I'll not do that again. Didn't go over half the car, did I, thankfully. Another 33. So we are putting in faster laps. We're trying to push 8 minutes 34 seconds to go. We are, and we're not managing to gain on triple at all. He's still pulling out 0.2 every lap, no matter what I do. That is Mikey, yeah. So I'm 30 seconds ahead of Fat Man. 7 minutes to go. There's no giving up. There's always an opportunity for a mistake from the car in front, so we've still got to keep pushing, try and capitalise on anything that may happen in front of us. Yeah, that's a 134, so we rubbed off 0.3 there. Triples out to 5.6, but I'm pushing, I'm trying hard. Determination wise, I'm going to take the wide line round here. Thank you, Mikey. Cost me a little bit of time. Get me out of trouble though. Get me out of jail. Blue flags are gone, yeah, because Mikey's passed. We had loads of blue flags. We had the matrix signs were flashing blue. Flags were being waved. Just 4 more laps to go. We got 5.8 on fuel, so they've took plenty of fuel, haven't they? So they've not got any issue with getting to the end. They've probably got 7.88 laps of fuel left at this point. We still managed to push it out to 0.6, look. Shish kebab. Flipping heck. And that wasn't the wheel cutting out, that was me. That was me just pushing. I went for an early gear and couldn't catch it. That's it then. That's us driving for 4th place, which is a shame. Frustrated. It wasn't the wheel packing up, that was definitely me. That was a driver error. Got dirty tyres now, can feel it. Now we're into stress-free laps, 4th place. So it wasn't the guys in front that had the mistake, it was me that had the mistake. That's a shame. Lost 11 seconds on there. What that does is it puts me into the window to be being caught by Sam for the lapping now, doesn't it? 1 minute 13 ahead. So we've got to get back on it and push. Just got to drive comfortably for 3 more minutes and not be lapped by the Samster. Pushed hard from there, caught that curb and the back end just carried on round. I was trying all sorts of things to try and find time, which just wasn't happening, was it? Tyres looking good to the end. I don't think the long stint on hards would have given us anything. I think we'd still have to have 2 stopped. Mikey's doing alright. I'm struggling to catch him this time round. 34.2. Sam's done a 30.9. We're going to do 1 more lap after this, aren't we? Oh, it's gone again. That was me pushing hard again, trying to catch Mikey. That means I'm going to get caught by Sam now. Letting myself down. But I'm still pushing, I'm still trying to finish the race, I'm still trying to charge. Lit the tyres up as they hit that curb, that back curb. Just didn't catch it. Just didn't catch the drift. There's no stress. We're still learning the physics, aren't we? We're still trying to understand what the changes are and how different the car is. Time's up now. Time's up. So Sam's going to have the extra lap on us because he's managed to get round on the timer. but we're just going to run it home now, no dramas. 4th place was what, well, way better than we anticipated, because we were last on the grid, weren't we? Be interesting to see where our fastest lap is against the fastest laps of everybody else. I think Pirate Jim's going to have a decent fast lap because he was on the softs. Seb and Triple probably properly decent laps, but we'll see our big smoky spin up here. Is there any tyre marks? Yeah, no, there isn't. Nothing to show me going off to the right. Yeah, there we go. That's another one done. That was all right, actually. I mean, to go from 7th to 4th wasn't a bad result. So, and as Slippery says, you're pushing hard, which is always good to see. I agree. There it is. They were able to hear me, weren't they, all the way through that? Maybe. Well done, chaps. Good race, Sam. Well done.
I experienced a full red tyre. Nice. You do not ever want to have a full red tyre.
Is it? Oh, at one point somebody said I was doing faster laps than you were. That must have been why.
Yeah, it's like
Is that right? Wow. Oh, let's oh, my steering wheel's decided it's gonna go for a spin. Let's record the results. So Mikey comes in last with a 135. Last is relative. It's 7th place. Fat Man a 133 in 6th. Pirate Jim a 132. So I did a 133.3, which puts me second to last on the fastest laps. That's shocking. But that was the overall pace of the car. The car was not fast. So Triple, who I couldn't catch at all, a 132.9, so he was 0.4 faster on his quickest lap. And Seb a 132.9, very similar fastest laps, look. And Sam a 130.9, 2 seconds quicker. But he did go on softs, and these guys only ran mediums, so there's a good indicator that softs are 2 seconds a lap quicker. So a 131.5 on medium, so holy chipotle, so that's still a second and a half quicker. So that's 131.5. Yeah, true, because you're out lap. Oil change, yeah, we're going to check that, aren't we? We're going to see if the car is... Yeah, it was good today. Did you watch that from in place to watch those two guys racing? Because it was pretty close, wasn't it? I'm going to go save the replay. Not enough console storage to save replay. Free up 130. Oh my word. Say again. Oh, Pirate Jim. Yeah, he's sulking. Mm.
It's like a new app. I could do like 23, 24 minutes on mediums, full tank, but I couldn't do 30,
Easy.
12, 13 minutes on softs with
You
like
want to look at my custom race settings? Yeah, 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 absolutely.
cheers, mate. Was that pirate?
So,
I saw you left. I thought you were just doing
so which ones do you want to look at, Sir Scamps?
did well to stick it out, mate.
And there's always that thing as well, isn't there, where you could at least challenge yourself to recover, because you're pushing, you know.
I think they must have something in the update. They must have like fixed the front wheel drive tyre wear issue then, unless it's just this track, because the NSX was way better on tyre wear than your Scirocco in the last race. And if anything, now I think the Scirocco is better than the NSX by the looks of it.
There's a question from the spectators for Pirate.
I can see that both drivers you can do 15 minutes softs.
Tyre wear 7, fuel times 4, refueling times 7.
I did 12, 13 minutes. I was fully red on the last one. Well,
Spot on, no problem.
10 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 10, 11 minutes.
Jimbo, we've got a question from the audience for you. Oh. Captain? He's ignored us. He's gone full mute, hasn't he? He's connecting still. He's having connection issues. But I think the two 420 guys had a tremendous race up there. I couldn't lay a glove on them. They were pulling away from me massively. I put my fastest lap in. They were still 0.2 of a second ahead of me. I couldn't. Every lap they were gaining on me. I couldn't catch them at all. Just mediums. I was doing 13s. Yeah, 13 laps in 19 minutes is. I was just ahead of that. Was the target from my pit crew. They were telling me that's what I needed to achieve, and I was just like 14 or 15 seconds ahead of that. So 11. Okay. My grip was leaving me behind at some points as we got past 10 laps, but the last lap was probably a second and a half slower. Right. I could have probably done 12 laps instead of the 13 and had a 13 lap last stint or a 12 lap last stint, but I always went that one extra lap. So did the 420 guys. They were the ones leading me to that extra lap, really.
My last lap was at 1 minute 40 because my tyre wear was
Right.
red. I think I had 3 seconds to go as I crossed the line. I finished 1:43, so
It looks like Jim has rejoined, but he's muted. Oh, here he is. He's back in. He's back in. The quick question for you, Jim, as Sam leaves. Good night, Sam. Take care. The question from Slippery. The question from Slippery was, what happened with Pirate? The car seemed slow. Ah, so he's having problems with the brake pedal. Right. Right, so he had a problem with his brake pedal. He didn't leave the line because he had his brake pedal was still engaged. And then he had problems through the race with the brake pedal just being on. So what's the fix with that? Is that a settings thing just on calibration? Or have you got a physical problem? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Understood. Yeah. Yeah. So the track for on Friday then, if people want a little bit of a dig, he is usually ridiculously fast, I agree. This track for Friday, I reckon, is going to be an absolute stunner for GR3s. We're on layout A, this way round. I have enjoyed this track. So it's going to be GR3s. There we go. Oh, stop it, you donkey. There we go. I changed the oil on the GR3 car. I really like this layout. This layout is, for a track I really used to dislike, I really like this one. This track flows. It is good. Let's go and put a lap in. I've already changed the oil on this car. I did it as it came off the last race. I did it Friday when I saw it. It's a very long track. It's 5.69 or 5.86 miles. So it's a long lap. Good night, Matthew. Good race, mate. Well done. Good effort. This feels like a Formula One circuit. It's a blend of, you know, nice, wide, open. It gives you the feels of a good Formula One circuit. Now here, we can actually gamble on a big bit of speed through here. Two tyres on the track. And we got a penalty. It's good it's the outlap, it's not a drama. We get back to the bridge at this point. It's a long way round to the bridge. And then we turn right over the bridge, we don't turn left. If people know this circuit pretty well, there'll be some good wide racing because there's multiple lines round various parts of the track. Ooh, overshot there. As you can see, the fronts are, that's just the outlap. Right. fronts are half, the tyres are half done. We might have to put, oh no, it's 3 minutes, isn't it there? There's 3 minutes on the outlap. Time was on 3:43. So I think we'll struggle. We won't actually, because we get a 3-minute timer at the end, don't we? So I might have to increase it to 10-minute qualifying. Good night, Mikey. Take care. Good race, mate. Good effort. Ooh, shish kebab. Oh, was that Jim that went? I thought that sounded like you. Sorry, mate. Throwing his voice. Oh, shish. Yeah. Interesting. To get 2 laps out of these softs is going to be real tricky. Because the back end's all over the place already. It might have to be medium qualifying, you know, just to make them last with decent grip. It could be a hard and medium race this, but you've only got 6 laps of fuel, so you've only got to guarantee 6 laps. It's going to be a tricky race. Mediums and hards, maybe. 5 laps. What's your lap time? 3:14 out lap. I've had a spin on this one as well. So it's going to be a 3-stop hards, I think. I think if you're doing full tank on mediums, you'll be struggling. But you want to be doing a full tank, won't you? I think we'll have to do some testing. I'm never going to get another lap out of these. Not a chance. Softs. I've done an out lap and a single lap, and I'm 60% done on the front lap. Four stops, you think? 4 stops. 3 minutes 30 a lap. So 5 laps is going to be 15. 6 laps. It'll be a 3-stop. It'll be a 2. We can do a 2-stop, definitely. We can do a 2-stop. 5. If we can get a 6th lap out, we're just going to have to do some testing, aren't we? 6 times 3.5 is going to be 15, 18, 21 minutes. Do mediums look good? Okay. Well, I'm going to do a I'm going to see what I've got on mediums and then, sorry, softs, and then we'll try a medium stint. Short on fuel. We'll have to try and do a bit of fuel strategy. See how we go. There's some bumps in this track. It's not as smooth as you think it is. Triples left us. This will be a better lap. The tyres just made it. 3:15. Right, so let's do a mediums. See if we can go the full 6 laps. See what it says on fuel. Yeah, I need that to tick 6 laps. What's your brake balance on? I've done 2 corners and I've got visible red. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Let's put that down to pushing too hard. Oh, at the hairpin? Or were you coming through the fast left-right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there is a big bump there. There is a big bump. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm aiming for, Dorian. That's exactly the kind of time spot I'm aiming for. Fuel's come up, look, 5.9. We're going to be alright. 6 laps will work. Just got to get them to last that long. tyres are going to be on the edge. I'd say I'm 10% in on the outlap. Yeah. Easy 10%. The man in the pit lane has just said it's going to be difficult on medium tyres to do 6 laps. Which I kind of agree with. I'm going to get 6 laps out of fuel. Easy. I just don't think the tyres will last that long, but I'm 1.3 seconds up on purple at sector 2. So I'm going faster than I was on my softs, because my softs were wrecked. You're on mediums. Yeah. Yeah, understood. We'll be able to keep a record of the times there, won't we? We will be able to. Tiny sector halfway across this bridge, isn't there? I think there is. Get it. There it is. 3.394 seconds up. .316.7. Okay. All right. 3:10.3. Front left giving up. I think the mediums might be a struggle. I'm 35% in after 2 laps on the front left tyre. I've probably pushed a little bit too hard on that second lap, but yeah. I think we might be on hards this race. If we can get the grip out the hards, or it's going to be 5 laps and 3 stop. Maybe have a 2 lap stint at the end. If we can go quickly. Whoa! That just lit up, didn't it? The opposite way. Hey, big man. Absolutely, it was a holy Chipotle. Yeah, 45% done on that front left. Right. I won't make the 7th, that's for sure. You could probably lift and coast a bit onto the braking zone. That will give you that extra lap. You'll probably lose half a second a lap, but you'll gain an extra lap. I agree, my front left is going to be cooked. Absolutely cooked. On lap 6. Full grass track there. This reminds me of Imola, this part of the circuit. I don't know why. Maybe it's those pine trees as they go through the dip. Caught it that time. Those curbs are really quite slippery there. Got to be careful running on them and accelerating. "12-second mistake and one more, you have pit stop. Keep that in mind." Ooh, explain that for me. That's gone past my brain. That. So if I have another spin. A spin is a pit stop, so ultimately, if what you're trying to say there, this is the French circuit. Oh, I've lost the monitor. I'm going to lose all my monitors. It's Sainte-Croix, or yeah, it's Sainte-Croix, and I've lost all my chat screens. Let's see if we can get them back. Need one of them. There we go. Twitch one. As I can see what people are saying, we're good. Yeah, it's Sainte-Croix, and it's track A. So yeah, by that you're saying if I spin, it's 10 seconds a spin, and a pit stop's 30 seconds. Yeah, you can afford the extra pit stop if you don't spin. here's the thing, right? A 310 flat out in mediums. That was a pretty decent. I do catch you. I do get it, my friend. That makes sense. The ideal is to not spin. And not forgetting the race is really against Sam. Trying not to be lapped. That's what the race is. And there's a bonus if we finished in the top 10. We're all right. That's good stuff. That's how it works. You'll get faster, you'll get quicker, and then, well, you'll like us. You'll never get to catch him, but you'll be really pleased with the fact you finish on the same lap ahead of him. And then what's really annoying is he gets the extra lap, and it still shows you a +1 lap, which does my head in. I think you're right, Dorian. I think I will spin if I try 6 laps on mediums. He sets off a lap after we do. He has to wait on the start line. Yeah. See, what really messes with Sam is weather. And I've had variable weather on every race, but we haven't had any rain races. So I included rain to give Sam that extra entertainment. We found out he doesn't really race for rain. He doesn't kind of plan for it. So that's his sort of nemesis, his kryptonite. But no, he will have, but he'll just pit at completely the wrong time. He'll either pit too early or too late. So, it looks like we're going to get 6 laps, but the tyres are going to be really, really crooked. What's your lap times? Have you still got them up there? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm on 80% now with 1 lap to go. But I'm really not sympathetic on the tyres. I'm hammering them. Where did he go? You must have pitted again. Right, you were beside me at 1 minute, and then you're gone. Yeah, I came around the outside of you at the corner. Coming out the pit. Thought we were going to do a lap together then. No, it was not to be. was just wondering how big a track this is in comparison. I don't know of any Formula One tracks that are quite this long in terms of distance. 3-minute laps are huge, aren't they? Yeah, it's like Suzuka. A 2-minute lap. Hard 7 laps with a little fuel saving. Yeah, so what time would that be? If you said sort of, we'll do a hard stint now, we'll see what we can do. Only have to do a modicum of fuel saving, don't I? That might make the last stint mediums and we could really push. So that last lap was a 3:20 and we had what, 0.7 of a lap left. So we'll try a hard stint now. Excuse me, my chest is killing me. Oh, right. Lap times on hard. Yeah. I'm going to try and keep this on the track. You coming out for some laps, Mikey? Were you? Sorry, I'm just come out again. I'll catch you up. I didn't see you leave the pits. We will see if we can do 7 laps on hard. 20-minute stint. With a bit of fuel save as well. I'm looking for sub 320s on hards. That would be good. 315s would be super duper. Just gotta watch the curbs. The spins for fun on the curbs. See that fuel climbing up, short shifted. It might work, you know, hard stint, then a medium's really pushed at the end. What tyres you on, like your mediums? Yeah. That'd be a good measure of how capable these are or not. Now I haven't adjusted brake balance to try and save tyres at this point either. I'm just leaving it at 0-0. Just got the entry wrong, you were too shallow. Yeah, it's just a little pain for 10-15 seconds, that, or the first corner you get to is where it really becomes a problem. Outlaps are 3:14. That's a 3:12 outlap. That's all right. .5. We need to save half a lap of fuel, really. Needs to count back. We need to be like 4.6 when we finish this lap. If it comes back to us, it'll be good. I don't think we'll get 7 laps though, do you, on fuel? I don't think so. We'll see. Now, if I did a 3:10, do you expect Sam to be around 3.3, 3.4 maybe? This length of lap? 2:55. We'll have to just get buckets of water and throw them on the track in front of him. Seconds slower than my fastest lap on mediums. Long line around there, but we're going to try and steepen it up to try and really funnel out the corner here. Here we go. Tyres are doing good. Just need to get across that line with 4.6. It looks like the fuel's coming back to us, look. Is that going to be 6 laps or 7? I'd like to think they are good times. 2 seconds different though, that's kind of what you expect. I've just got to get consistent. If I can be consistent, you've got to rely on other people not to learn the circuit or to make the same sort of similar mistakes we've made as like rookie laps, out laps. We're hoping to see 3.7 when we come round next on the fuel use. 3.7 I hope to see. I could cut that apex much more. I'd agree. Hard mediums is going to be the stint, isn't it? I think if we do 7-7, 22-22 is going to do 44 minutes. That'll give me a 16-minute stint on mediums at the end, which is going to be 5 laps, which is probably about right. Or just 3-6 laps hards. I think if we did 7-7-5. We could upset the apple cart with a different strategy to people and maybe just mix the race up a little bit. It might get us out the way of traffic and we might be able to make gains on that last lap. Would we have to overtake on the last lap maybe? I don't know how we'll be able to do saving fuel and saving time. 3.7 what we wanted coming across the line, and that's a 3:15. We had an off, 2 offs, didn't we? I think everybody's going to be trying to push a 2-stop. Well, we're going to do a 2-stop definitely. If people don't want to run hard, they're going to have to run a 3-stop. So we're going to try and save a pit stop, aren't we? That's what we're going to do. No, understood, Dorian. Understood. The strategy is going to be key. It's going to be... I think we can save a pit stop this way. And if we can drive within ourselves and... we might be able to keep with them on mediums, you see. We might be able to just do what we need to do. So as to give us that advantage. I think we're going to have to overtake more. Whether the overtake is going to be beneficial because they're going to be either in the gravel or like we are. The car just wanted to slide away there. The car just gave it. Yeah, if we start on hards, can we do double medium to finish? There's a question, would the maths work? So 22 and we'd be doing 19s. So 22, 41, 19, 19. That would kind of work, wouldn't it? Would hard, medium, medium do it? That's pushing too much. What if later in the strategy the tyre wears less because it's later in the day and there's less tyre wear on that second set of mediums? Or do we open up with a medium? No, we'd go hards, wouldn't we, in the heat of the day? Yeah, could we do 7 laps, 6 laps, 6 laps? Would that work? Keeping it on the black stuff, of course, yes. Yeah. would be an interesting understanding. Five seconds a lap slower. But that was my fastest lap, not my average lap. Hard, medium, medium, I think is probably the way to go. But you see, there's a recovery option of just throwing a hard in again at the end. If the first medium doesn't work because we've spun out or crashed or whatever, we could go back to a hard and just try and run it out. Because if we did 757 or 775 hard medium, that would be just... You don't recommend? No, understood. Understood. The strategy guy says no. Don't do it. We're on lap 5, tyres are at 50%. And we're practically on a... We're almost on a 3:14 lap. Fuel hasn't come back to me, has it? I think you're right. I'm looking at the fuel now. I'm almost through lap 5. Just coming across the bridge. I'm at two laps. The fuel's not coming back to me at all. Maybe I haven't been maybe I haven't been saving fuel as much as possible. Well, we'll run a lap on fuel mix 2 in a moment. We'll see. I do know when you start to get into strategies where you're reducing the fuel supply, it's cheaper to pit. It was on lap 5, the fuel didn't come back to us. It was coming back nice and steadily through laps 3 and 4. See, that was a 3:13, and that's probably why we were going quicker. There's a couple of dirty tracks through the grass there. That was us, wasn't it? Might have been you. Yeah. They were mine. Yeah. Clearly mine. I went off twice there. Not really racing at this point. We're aiming at optimal laps, aren't we? That's where we are. It'd be a calculated strategy if this one was to work. George Russell job. There is that. Yep. Well, I read an article about it suggesting that the reason it didn't come in was because he didn't pick up as much rubber as he could on the run in to the finish. Yeah. So he should have run the... Yeah. He should have run wide, shouldn't he, round the outside of turn 1 and tried to pick up as much rubber as possible. But he was celebrating, I guess, and didn't think about that. Of rubber. Yeah, and the fact that his tyres were underweight because they were pretty bare as well, because they were hards that had done something like 30 laps, hadn't they? Look at that, a 3:14.5 on fuel map 2, and I've got the fuel to do it. But I'm not racing at this point, I'm just running bob on laps. Yeah, I think Spa is because of where the start finishes, isn't it? They start on the downhill, don't they? And then they finish at on the top of the hill, don't they? No. It would suggest that maybe what's his name? Mr. Russell had a weight pack missing out of his suit or something. Because they normally ballast the drivers up, don't they? Maybe he expelled quite a bit of moisture during the race. In sweat. .6 of fuel left, and I'm still short shifting where I can. I think you're right, Dorian. I can't think of another track where they don't run the extra in lap. You'd have thought they'd do that though, to be able to entertain the crowd and say thank you. You'd thought they'd want to do that lap. Thank the marshals. It's pretty much the longest track, isn't it? But you'd think you'd want to go round the track and give the wave and thank the marshals, thank the crowd, wave the flag. It seems a little bit weird that they don't do that just at that circuit. Hey Official Kex, welcome to the channel. Right then, so we've got 0.2 left of fuel on this stint. Can we get to the line aggressively, or would we have to back it out, I wonder? Tyres look absolutely bob on, but that's going to be 7 laps. Let's see if this is under 320. 0.1 on the fuel. We're going to lift here. We made it. We've done it. It drops to 0-0 and it runs out when we still get into the last corner, so we had a little bit there. There we go, we're out of fuel. So that last was a 316. So what did we average there? 314 for those stints. So 314 times 7 is 21. 21, 22, 22 and a half. Right, let's go and run a pit stop test. Let's run a pit stop test. So we'll go on softs. Should we go on softs and then we'll see how long a pit stop takes. One question, guys. After doing Music Rally, there is a gift or gold? No, there isn't. There is no gift for Music Rally or gold. Good evening, Renato. Welcome to the channel. There's no gift for the Music Rally. 7 laps on Mix 2. I think so. It's fast enough, I think. And it takes the pressure off me having to do the fuel saving, doesn't it? I can just drive it hard on fuel mix 2 all the way. Let's see how long a pit stop takes, and then that'll be the final bit of math we need. No worries, Renato. The reward, the real point of Music Rally is to be there for the installation of the game and that kind of thing. There's nothing else for it. I don't even think you win monetary prizes, do you, for doing it? I think it's yeah, we could change the strategy, couldn't we? If we go with an if we go 7 laps on hards on the out stint on fuel map 2, we can race everybody a little bit. I know we'll suffer on grip, but we'll be able to race and try and stay with whoever we can stay with, and potentially go that 1 extra lap. And then we hopefully setting up for a medium stint. Hard mediums, it would be tricky, wouldn't it? Because not forgetting the fuel will be off. But no, I'd do hards twice and then... Or would we do hard 7, then hard 6, medium 6? You can push on mix 2, yeah. We're just doing a bit of a warm-up, Kex. We've got a race on Friday night. It's GR3 around this circuit, and we're just working out a 1-hour strategy. So we've done how many laps we can do on softs. We've done how many we can on mediums. We've done how many we can on hards. We're just working out what the optimal is now for that race, for the league. We're at the end of tonight's stream, really. Another 20 minutes or so left, purely because we've just done a league race for GR4s, and at the end of the GR4 race we do a practice for GR3, and then we do on the Friday, which is GR3, we do a practice for GR4 on the Tuesday. So today was just this last hour was just about working out what the optimal was and giving ourselves some options for Friday. That's all. We run a league if you're interested. If you're in the time zone, we run a league from 8:30 UK time. Plan A is hard, medium. Okay. And that's hard 7, medium 6. Plan B is hard, medium. But that would have to be 7, 6, 6. We couldn't bust the nuts on that, could we really? Right, we're going in the pits. We're going to see how long the pit stop takes. Not worried about the refueling. So we're going to take mediums. Excuse me. 15% fuel on that outlap. Interesting. And we were into the pits fairly quickly, weren't we? We were in within 10 seconds. Fuel is going in. Oh wow, so 10 seconds in. Wow, that's difficult. That's a fairly decent shout though. That's a good rock. So plan A is hard, medium. Plan B is hard, medium. So hard, medium, 7.7. That would probably make 7.75, wouldn't it? Which would be good. And then plan B would be hard, medium, medium. So that would be 7.66. Because you couldn't, yeah, and a fast pit stop. But don't forget, Sam got caught out by the pit stop at one race because at the practice you took the available pits pay, which was the first one, and then in the race, because he was faster, he got the last pit box. So it took him, I think it was the first race of the season, wasn't it, at Deep Forest, where it took him 24 seconds to get to the pit box. So yeah, it can be misleading. We have to be careful with that, but it's a good shout. It is a good shout. That's there's no way in the world. No. Whilst I fully get that, Mike, there's no way Sam could make. Would he go 4 laps on softs and then 6 on the mediums? But we're trying to do 7.76. We're trying to do 20 laps, aren't we? Which is slightly too many if we're talking 3 minutes 14. So we're trying to do 7.75. I wonder if actually the strategy is 7.66. So 7 laps. Now there's a good shout actually. Do we need to do 7 laps on hards? If we do 6, basing it on an hour race, because actually the last lap could take us to 3 hours 3 minutes, couldn't it? Am I overcomplicating this now? So if we did 7.76, we've got 7 times 3, which is 21 plus 21. 42 and 6 is 18. That's an hour, but we're gonna do 3:15 sort of as a rule, aren't we? 3:15, and then if on the mediums we could do 3:10s, that would be all right. But 4 laps on softs, no way. So 3 laps on softs. If he's doing 3.0s and he's got a 15-second pit stop. Don't know. No, there's no way he's going to do softs. Yeah, we need to do 5, don't we? 5 on mediums. So I reckon it is 7.75. So 7 laps takes 21. Yeah, he gives himself plenty of time, doesn't he, Sam? I think you're right. He'll definitely put in a stint on softs to get that fastest lap. Pretty sure of that. But that'll be decent. Right, I'm going to drop the server chaps if nobody minds. There's only 2 of us. Let's go and. Yeah, I think Plan A is the shoot. I think Plan A is the option. Fuel map 2 on the first stint, and then go to 6 laps for the second stint on hards. So just try and push that extra 1 lap on the out lap. Try and mix up people's brains. 7 laps, 22.45. Yeah, if we tried to do that second, that'd be 45 with the pit stop, and that would give us 15 minutes on the mediums at the end, wouldn't it? So that we could try and do a fly-in lap, a fly-in stint of 3:10s, and that would be roughly 5 laps at the end, wouldn't it? So 7.75 is the strat. I think you're right. 7.75 is the strat. Yeah, because you couldn't do 6.65. That wouldn't work. Or would it? 6. If you take 3:15 off that, that's 19.30. 19.30 plus 30-second stop. 19.30 plus 30-second stop leaves 20. But you'd have to do hard. Couldn't do it. Yeah, you'd have to do hard. On 6 laps, so no fuel save. Oh, there's another option. there's another option. Right, let's just have a look at, do we need oil? We needed oil. Look at that. And that's just from an hour's running. 6 laps on medium. No, I was thinking 6 laps on hards. 6 laps on hards, 19:30, plus the pit stop, another 19:30. You could do three. You could do 3 stints with fuel map 1, rather than doing fuel map 2 for 7, fuel map 2 for 7, and then flat out for 5. But then you wouldn't get that faster stint at the end, would you? Which is, yeah, there's a lot of thinking about to do there. Be interesting to see what I do on the day. I think we've definitely got to start out with hards and see where we go. We've got to, well, if there's only 7 people racing, it'll be disappointing, but we need more. We need more racers, really. One would suggest. Change car, last used, and we'll see how bad the oil is on this one. But all must be hard. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you do hard 7, that last one can be medium, can't it? That's the way it's got to be. Yeah, I think you're right. Look, yeah, normal oil. Look, 621 miles. Got to make sure I do this every time. I think that was probably the problem, you know. That's why we were slow. Because we didn't change the oil before the start. I must do it after every race. And just as we're into the last 10 minutes of the stream, I'll give you a heads up, guys. We're going to start doing a little bit of a run on videos. Because tomorrow night and Wednesday night and Thursday night I'm making videos. I won't be live streaming. We're going to do a video every day for August. I've already started prep work on that. I've got one to set up tonight when we finish this, and then I'm going to do 3 or 4 videos to give myself a head start tomorrow. Then over the weekend I'll do 3 or 4 during the day, because my missus is laid out on the sofa. She's not going to be up for anything. And if I do 3 or 4 videos at the weekend, we can have a video every day, and we're going to do it on Tokyo, and we're going to use some of the new cars. So if we just have a look at some of the new latest cars we've got on the go. If you're interested in what we've got to go with, if we have a look from back here, we've got the Volvo V40, which we've never done round Tokyo. Put that on a 600 tune, it would be awesome. The Skyline GTSR, we've got the Volvo Estate, again on a 600. We could drop the NSX GT down to 600. We've got the RGT for a 600 with Gallardo, the Scuderia. The Impreza, drop that to 600. That'll be decent. The roof car will go well. The M397 will go well. The Maverick, not so much. But we've got a good few cars there to have a run at Tokyo and have a good little reinvent. We've got some engine swaps that we haven't had recently, which we done till recently, so that we can put them into the 600. So I think there's a good shout over this month to get some decent content on one of the early good grind races that new users might be interested in. So if you've got any suggestions or wants for cars to see around Tokyo, even if I've done them before because the tunes are no longer valid, like the GTR 17 with 1,000 horsepower, if we can drop that to 600 pp, maybe we've going to have a little bit of fun with that one, maybe. Oh yeah, let's put a power restrictor on there and see what we can do. But there's definitely a good little bit of video content we can put together over the next, you know, couple of 3 weeks, whilst August and the holidays go through, and we'll build up some new content for update 1.49, which genuinely might be worthwhile, and people might be interested. So I know there's a lot of people, I see them saying my tunes no longer work, my tune no longer work. So maybe there's the opportunity to really get stuck in, and there we go, that's under 600 pp. It's still got 500 horsepower. That'll be a decent 24 minuter, I would say. It'll drive like a bag of nails without much of a setup work on it done, but we can add, oh, let's go and do it. We've got time. People don't realise how actually easy it is to make a really drivable car and tunable car. So first off, what we do is add those things that reduce the PP. Well, that went up. This is the GTR 17 with the LS7 BRZ engine swap. There we go. There's 10 pp, look, for just changing to a better gearbox. And there's a further... Yeah. Yeah, that's a decent shout. I like that shout. Yeah. Yeah.
Straight out the bat, that feels really balanced without much tweaking. So
I think we will be just there on... Oh, look at that. That's decent. Decent, 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 decent. Oh, that reduces PP as well. Carbon prop shaft. That's epic. I guess that's because it reduces torque a little bit, because there's no weight or mass within the prop shaft, but it reduces weight as well, which overall that probably doesn't. Torque vectoring center differential, let's have that. It's no PP. You'd have thought so. That's worth doing. And what else can we put in? What tyres have we got on? I don't think it matters, because the tyres are pretty decent there, I think. We'll have to go to... We've got sports hards. I wonder if we get down to GT Auto, what aero that's got on and what we can mess with there. This would be a decent shout for a video, I think. Take that off. 582, we could probably go to medium tyres now. Custom type 20, yes, absolutely epic. We can probably go to mediums, and that'll give us a one-stop shot, I would think. Yeah, that the roof is definitely on the list. Let's have a look at tyres and see if we can widen them up without too much penalty. But she looks fairly slammed now, doesn't she? She looks fairly slammed. Standard wheels. There's no standard wide, so it's all 20s. What can we put on that we already own that look fairly decent? Oh, they're hideous. Something that will look rather luscious. I do like Hockenheims, they're nice. They're a bit spooky. No. It doesn't want bronze wheels, does it? No. They'll be alright in black. They'll do for now. Right, what's the options? We can go to 22. Oh my lord, no. 19, bit more tyre wall, no. Michelin tyres, standard. There's no wide fitment. Then we'll just keep the standard ones. Nobody cares. Happy days. Now, you could wide body it, I guess, but I don't want to. let's buy the tyres that make this 582, and then we'll call that a day. And then you'll see the video of this over the weekend at some point, I would have thought. Oh, look at that. That takes us to 605. That's a shame. We'll just have to fiddle a little bit with the aero and see what that'll do. Car settings. Medium. Aero at the front. At the back. There we go. That's where the problem is. 602. And the power restrictor we can... Oh, look at that. $599.94. And yeah, we've got 515 brake horsepower, which is probably 60 odd more than most of the standard competitors in that race. We'll probably go 35-65 there, and that would be a decent shout, I think. And we'll see that during the week. Right, folks, that's going to be me for the night. Thank you for sticking with us. Really appreciate you joining in. 10 people watching, that's appreciated. And to all those people that helped out tonight, Dorian, Slippery, Mike. Who else did we have chatting in? We had Mike still in the Audible chat. So we had Big Matt on Twitch as well. Scampy had a bit of a yellow hella. He had a holler from the sidelines. And anybody else that didn't get stuck in and say hi, we had some new first timers. But thank you very much, folks. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Good night for now.